They say it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog.
This is the dogs! It's the Sandberg, baby!
And with taking in a game on Saturday, it's not the size of the stadium, it's whether or not the bathrooms are clean and accessible. Today we're going to learn about the absolutely best small college football stadiums with capacities under 35,000, including a special guest coming up right after this.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Go dogs.
So if you aren't new to the channel, you've seen me throw some smaller stadiums under the bus, then run back over them. But today we're going to be positive, and I took your suggestions, and the criteria that we used are as follows. Engineering. Is this stadium well built and practical? Amenities and facilities. Scenery, both inside and outside of the stadium. Game day atmosphere. Quality of football, technology. And finally, playing surface. Let's get into it. The state of Alabama got it pretty hard in the last video as Legion Field and Tom Brady were trampled like Big Ben over one of his wide receivers, but new ASU Stadium knocks it out of the park. Located in my birthplace, Montgomery, Alabama, this well-designed stadium features seating for 26,500, clean sight lines, brick facades, a large jumbotron, and an overall unity in their design theme. For a Division II football program, this is an outstanding stadium and a much better experiment than the previous ones at Tuskegee. Did I really just say that? Nicknamed The Rock, the Google Earth shots really do not do this stadium justice, as it is situated in a valley of the breathtaking Appalachian Mountains. Not only is the game day atmosphere at Kid Brewer hot, the team is damn good at football, with an all-time record of 576, 326, and 28, and 4-0 in bowl games, 225 of those wins coming at The Rock. Ask Michigan if Appy State is any good at football.
Snap's good, the whole
The stadium has been gradually updated since 1995, and in 2006 a full complex was built, which includes state-of-the-art training facilities, as the school has been Division I FBS for a few years now. Maybe someday you will hear about Appy State claiming a fake national championship. So, one of the older stadiums on this list, Johnny Red Floyd delivers a clean and closed look for the MTSU Blue Raiders. What helped get this stadium on this list is the seating in the middle of the stadium versus typical bleachers, which is not common in smaller venues. Overall, a nice place for a school that has been to 4 straight bowl games, recently losing to the aforementioned Appy State in Nollins last year. What do you do when you live in the middle of nowhere, practically in Idaho, in the fertile valleys of Pullman, Washington? You build a beautiful stadium and play some kick-ass football. And talk about axes.
Tell us more about this battle axe in the bedroom, and how proficient are you with that?
Well, I play with it in front of the TV.
Speaking of Mike Leach, just like the improvements he's made to the program, the stadium has been steadily upgraded since his arrival, with a new press box being built and the West End Zone project, which houses the strength and conditioning facilities. Wazoo is coming off maybe their best season ever at 11-2. Lock that in a closet. Currently the smallest stadium in all of FCS football, Arthur J. Rooney Athletic Field makes this list not only for its size, but for where it's situated. 5 minutes from downtown Pittsburgh, right next to the student dormitories and with a breathtaking view of the Monongahela River, the field wins the day with the age-old saying, location, location, location. Named after Duquesne alumnus, the late Art Rooney Sr., though tiny in capacity, the field features a modern playing surface, and its integration into the city looks like you can just walk up and watch a game without a ticket. Seriously, is there even a main gate to this thing? The home of the purple and gold-headed Warriors, the JMU Dukes, you really can't miss this place if you are driving through Harrisonburg on I-81 on your way to a cow pasture of some kind. Anyways, the stadium has gone through major upgrades over the years, mainly in 2011, and culminating with those improvements was a national FCS title win their second in school history in 2016. Though his son may be a disloyal snake in the grass hated by all of San Diego, the late Alex Spanos was an overall good guy. After a $4 million donation by Spanos in 2006 and subsequent renovation and expansion of the stadium, it was renamed for the real estate developer. Duh. With views of the Southern California mountains, a nice sculpture near the main entrance, and a press box that literally goes over an adjacent road, this stadium has personality and unique style. And luckily for them, you usually can't relocate an entire school. They say less is more, and that's really working here for Coastal Carolina's Brooks Field, opened in 2003. See, you don't have to be some big school with a huge program to put together a nice, simple, and effective design that covers all the bases a small FCS team should need. A good press box, sizable jumbotron, visiting stands, and standard facilities. All paid for by chicken wings and jiggly boobs, as Brooks Stadium is named for the Children of Hooters founder, Bob Brooks. Ahoy ye landlubbers! This stadium may not be aesthetically all that great, but the Grand Valley State Lakers in Michigan make up for it with a kick-ass atmosphere and even better football. Though the listed capacity is a little over 10,000, Lubbers frequently goes over that with attendance figures in the 14 to 17K range. With an overall record of 400 and 144 and 4 Division II national championships, it's no wonder this team is supported in droves by alumni, students, and local fans. Here's a stadium that also really gets the small school experience, even though the name Fifth Third is one of the dumbest names for a bank in the history of mankind.
You're so dumb!
Located in northwest Georgia, the Kennesaw State Owls play FCS football in the facility, which features modern amenities, a vast area designated for the band, and ample concessions and VIP areas. Though the team has only been playing 4 years, they are already off to a good start with recent back-to-back conference titles. When not used for football, Fifth Third is used for professional lacrosse. God, that name is stupid. Not only a beautifully laid out stadium with modern amenities and facilities, but Washington Grizzly also features stunning views of the Montana skyline. The venue literally sits at the bottom of a huge mountain and is next to a river, but it's also a challenge to play at, given its elevation of over 3,000 feet above sea level. The football has been just okay the last 4 years, but this is easily one of the best looking stadiums in all of college football. A brand new state-of-the-art facility built in New Orleans for the Tulane Green Wave, Yeoman was constructed solely so that the team could finally move out of the Superdome where they had played for over 40 years. Before that, they played at Tulane Stadium, which actually hosted 3 Super Bowls. Hey, I feel a video coming on. Though the aerials are not quite up to date, Yeoman features state-of-the-art club levels and VIP areas, as well as a huge Jumbotron LED board. The playing surface is synthetic, but the colors are alternated, giving the green wave a simulated feel of mown grass. Details, people, details. And now I will turn it over to Drew Morris, aka Not the Expert, to talk about one of the most famed stadiums in virtual college football history.
The Adamo Dome, home of the University of Georgia Fairburn Pandas. Located in Fairburn, Georgia, and while fictional, this iconic stadium is the only self-proclaimed dome that is actually not a dome. Named after the greatest fullback to ever come through the UGF program, Tom Adamo, some say the Adamo Dome is simply a generic team builder stadium. I say nay. It's a house of champions. With a maximum capacity of 50,000 and an 83% career home win percentage, the Adamo Dome definitely proves to be one of the toughest places to play in all of college football.
Well, I hope that blew everyone's minds. And yes, we made an exemption in size for this one because it's not real. Also, please go subscribe to Not the Expert after this video. To say that the Fargo Dome is a tough place to play for visiting opponents is a weak understatement. Boasting a 71-6 all-time record at the indoor facility, North Dakota State has not only built one of the best atmospheres to play college football in, but they have kicked Division I FCS ass all over their turf in the process. Loud, crowded, and electric, the fans in the Fargo Dome have cheered their team to 14 total national titles, 7 in Division II and 7 in FCS. Though the stadium from the outside may not be all that pleasing, you have to give props to the Bison for putting every team who comes to the place in the wood chipper. That's a Fargo reference. And for your last, best college football small stadium. The Mean Green found themselves in my abandoned stadium video as they let Denton Field rot to shit, but that's because they built this fully modern facility, Apogee Stadium, to replace it. Opened in 2011, this is one of the most green stadiums in the country as it is LEED certified and uses wind turbines for its electrical grid. The place has everything: huge jumbotron, a bookstore on the first level, a tailgating hill, all inside clean, functional architecture. The Mean Green has improved their football over the years, going 9-4 last year, losing the New Mexico Bowl in the shithole that is Dream Style Stadium. You knew that shade was coming. Damn, son. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment some more great small stadiums. And don't forget to subscribe to Not the Expert, my fellow Auburn fan. War damn Eagle. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of this video.